Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Core Premiere Series. My name is Dylan McDonald. I am your tonight, broadcaster tonight, I should say, as I had to fill in. But so far, we are at Texas Motor Speedway tonight. It does say broadcasters Dylan and Josh. Josh will be in here momentarily, but until then, it is just me in the booth. But so far, we are looking at Texas Motor Speedway, 1.46 mile. Track temperature is 71 degrees. We are in the heart of Texas in Fort Worth with air temp at 69 degrees with a 10-mile-an-hour wind. So you're definitely going to see a lot of different strategies play out here with the trucks as it goes on. But so far, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the qualifying results so far. And Nick Nickerson so far with practice time with a 29.889, so this is personal best here in the trucks at Texas. But before we get to the actual show, we're going to go ahead and bring in Mr. Carl Handwork. He's going to give us a little bit of a rundown on how everything is going to go. So I'll go ahead and bring him on into the broadcast booth. Carl, this is Dylan in the broadcast booth. Got a copy?
I got you, buddy.
All right. Well, I kind of heard a little bit of you trying to tell the drivers what was going on for tonight. So why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown on how this Texas Showdown is going to work? Hello. Not sure what is going on here, but see exactly what happens. Give me one quick minute here. All right, guys, sorry about that. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty with the stream at hand, but so far so good. And so basically, how the format is going to work here tonight is every 4 laps, a car does get taken away, as this is a elimination race here tonight. But so far on pole is the Carl Handwork of the number 18 driving the get these results up here for everybody. So take a look here. Carl Handwork in the number 18, Thaddeus Marshall in second, Christopher Hamilton in third, Aaron Smith in fourth, Derek Sherman in fifth, Alex Carver in sixth, Paul Butler in seventh, John Crane in eighth, Caleb Collins in ninth, Jimmy Covert in 10th, Todd Cottle making his Premier Series debut in 11th, Tim Thompson in 12th, Abhi Vishwasam in 13th, Dane Simpson in 14th, Kevin Foster in 15th, Nick Nickerson in 16th, Brandon Metler in 17th, and that will round out your 17 car field. But so far, like I was saying earlier, with it being a little bit of a different format tonight, you're going to see a lot of different aggression from a lot of different people, but who will actually be able to stand alone and take the first green or checkered flag here to set uh, the format for, I believe, next week's race. So basically, they're qualifying essentially for a different spot for a different race. But so far, it looks like Carl Handwerk, he's going to lead these guys to the green. We're going to go ahead and drop on over to Barney the Flagman, and he's got the checkered green flag in his hand. Did not move the camera back, didn't save it. But so far, it looks like Carl Handwerk, he's going to lead him up here. They're not going to be, they can't go until the green flag drops. And there it is. You see there, the 20, or actually the 52 machine of Derek Sherman got a little bit wheel crazy going into the first, coming off, going into the first corner. Carl Handwerk gets around the number 64. He's going to open up a little bit of a gap. And behind him, they're all too wide. Christopher Hamilton on the inside of the number 87 of Thaddeus Marshall. Chris Hamilton is looking to get around as we have something big here with Tim Thompson. We're going to go ahead and take a look back here, see what happened. As it looks like the 14 of Jimmy Covert gets a little bit loose, smacks the number 44 up into the 05. And that may possibly, oh, Tim Thompson up in the air doing something that you should never really see in a truck. Lands it all on 4 wheels, and they're going to keep it green here as they actually broke it down to a. Oh, my overlays just went away. Give me 1 minute here. Get the live scene. Go ahead and reload this really quick as we are under caution here. They're doing a gentleman caution until race control can get in here and we can get it all sorted out. But with that being okay, I'm gonna go ahead and reopen SDK, get these all figured out here as we're getting ready to go back green, hopefully. Alrighty, well, give me 1 minute. Still having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Gonna go ahead and see if I just can't get this open really quick. But so far, only one caution so far. It was on lap 1. Nothing to really worry about. It is a long race, so you don't really have to worry about much. But that could end your race. As you know, after 4 laps, you have to. You'll end up getting eliminated if you aren't careful. So you definitely got to make sure that you watch what you're doing. As I get these. There we go. Got them all loaded back up here. Going to go ahead and get the. Hide that really quick. So still single file, lap 3, no pace car out there on track. kind of doing a little bit of showmanship, gentleman's restart here. And while we are still single file, we're going to go ahead and go through these beautiful paint schemes that Joker Graphics has made for pretty much almost half, if not all, the field. And as of right now, we're looking at the number 18 of Carl Handwerk and that Joker Graphics machine. There we go. Got Christopher Hamilton, the number 64. Thaddeus Marshall, and the number 87, Hood Up Motorsports. The 079 of Alex Carver. The 70 of Aaron Smith. The 77 of Paul Butler. The 72 of Caleb Collins in that Dr. Pepper Chick-fil-A paint scheme that we see on Tuesday nights. The 25 of Todd Cottle in that Hoonigan Monsters Energy paint scheme. It's actually a pretty dope scheme. The 08 of Tim Thompson, or Albie Vishuvasam, excuse me, in that Ford Performance. But so far, we got to go back up here to the field as they're going around to turn a 3 and 4. They're getting ready to go back green here as I'll bring up this track map for you guys so you guys can see what I see on the track. And also, if you guys see anything you want to, if you guys see a paint scheme that looks good to you, let me know out there in the comments. I can get you going as Carl Handwerk took the green flag, got out to another quick little jump here. And now we are lap 5 out of 120 as we are looking to go green some more. And Barry Kistler out there in chat saying this should be a great race tonight, and yes, sir, it should. As Carl Handwerk still leads them into the next lap here, as Carl Handwerk leads Chris Hamilton in second, Thaddeus Marshall in third, Aaron Smith in fourth, Derek Sherman in fifth. And there's a couple more two-wide battles going on back here in the back. Going to go ahead and change to a different camera view here. See exactly what we're seeing is Todd Cottle making his debut. Still running around P number 10. But so far, everybody has made it single file. So that's always a good spot to see here. As, go ahead and try to bring up the race results for everybody. But reload these textures really quick. Sorry about not being able to see the live timing here as everybody gets their paint scheme rolling on in. We're going to go ahead and see exactly what's going on further deep into the pack here. There's still single file. Jimmy Culver back there, the number 14 Navy paint scheme. Got to support what he has went through with them. So thank you for your service in the Navy there, Jimmy. We'll always be rooting for you up here in the booth. But so far, lap 9 out of 120. And it looks like the 18 of Carl Handwerk is showing that his early speed and dominance on this mile and a half as Jimmy Covert has dropped to the very last position. Definitely not where you want to be after 4 laps because anything can happen. So looking for what could be a very exciting race as Carl Handwerk still leading. But up here in the front, Todd Cottle still is under pressure now from the 48 of David Caselli, the 96 of Dane Simpson, and it looks like the 44 of John Nobinger. So put these 4 in a little bit of a cahoot. Paul Butler up here in the number 77. He's still battling, getting ready to look his way underneath the 20, or the 52, excuse me, of Derek Sherman. Not able to make the pass. Still making his way back up through the field there after we had that quick little caution. But Aaron Smith, he's now under attack from Thaddeus Marshall. He's going to get back down to the inside, going to make his way around Thaddeus Marshall, and is going to start working on the number 64 of Chris Hamilton. As we look here, gonna go ahead and see what is going on. Alrighty, so for some reason you guys can't see anything on the screen. So I'm not sure exactly what is happening here. As we are 12 laps in out of this 120 lap race. Obviously, the 120 laps aren't going to be needed as there are 18 guys out on track here as the number 11 is now done. The number 11 is in pit lane and he is out of this race. Now Jimmy Covert bringing up the rest of the field here. We'll go ahead and reload the overlay. See if we just can't get the live timing stuff to show up on your guys' side of the screen there. As we're still going. Got it here. Not sure what's going on, but can't get the numbers or anything to show up here, so I'll have to give you guys a little bit of a play-by-play to see exactly what's going on. But so far, it is Jimmy Covert. Actually just got around the number, I'll be able to tell you here. Give me 1 minute. Got around the number 25 of Todd Cottle. So now we're going to see a good battle between these two. These two are fighting to stay in the race as Todd Cottle has dropped back to the back here. Not sure exactly what happened to his race truck, but so far still running good pace as we're on lap 16 of 120. Todd Cottle still trying to get back up around the number 14 of Jimmy Covert. So definitely going to see what he can do as now relay these. All right, give me 1 second. I have to reload my SDK here momentarily as get this all situated and figured out. Gonna have to bear with me here. We got it going up and now able to possibly see what is going on here. I got my overlays back up here. We are on lap 19 of 120. As it looks like Kevin Foster, he's kind of falling back here. He is a man with a plan, can save tire when need be. But you also got to watch him when he saves a little bit of fuel as well. He's one of them people that can do it when he needs to, as the 25 of Todd Cottle is currently knocked out of this race. So every 4 laps, we knock off somebody new. So right now, the guy in the elimination spot is the 14 of Jimmy Covert. And that's just something that you don't really want to see. Jimmy Covert, very respectable racer around core, anything core. You know, he's always there. He's always there to help no matter what. As he gets a little bit tail happy coming off of the corner there. Not going to hit the wall though. Kept it off. But so far up here towards the front, it is Paul Butler, or actually Aaron Smith has worked his way up to second position as they are getting ready to go into lap number 22. So definitely going to see exactly what's going on here. They got a big gap. The last car in this gap or in this little tight pack is the 8, and then it drops back to about 2 seconds. And then you got Derek Sherman with Paul Butler right behind him. So these guys still got a little bit of time to get through the field, and if they want to be through through the rest of the races. As we're still waiting to see if these overlays do show up. Hopefully they do end up showing up. All right. Well, as we're looking here, Derek Sherman is back out there, still getting hunted down by the All right, so we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. I got a little bit of sound coming through. We're gonna go ahead and mute this. Ended up getting everything working on my side of the screen here. Finally, you guys can see the standings and everything popping up there. Not sure exactly what was going on with the SDK, but while we're here, we could actually try to see if we can get Jimmy Covert into the booth here, as he wasn't able to complete the rest of this race. See exactly what his thoughts are on how these guys are running. But so far here, looks like the... Oops, sorry about that, everybody. As we're getting ready to go here. The initial... It looks like the number 8 of Kevin Foster has elected to take his pit, so he is the race leader as of right now. Not sure where he's going to cycle back out once the pit stop is all done and over with. I'm going to go ahead and reload the track map for you guys. See if you guys can see the track map a little bit better here. As it looks like Kevin Foster did come out in front of Carl Handwerk, but Carl Handwerk's got a little bit of a run with him, with Aaron Smith following him, and then right behind Aaron Smith is Alex Carver, as these guys are trying to get up to the lead here. As he gets around Kevin Foster. Kevin Foster's going to let him go on around. That's going to move Aaron Smith into second. And then Kevin Foster, he's going to drop back down to third. So a good place for him to be, as it looks like the 079 of Alex Carver got a little bit loose coming out of turn number 4. Everybody is out on track as of right now. So far, the biggest battle we have on track would be the... Oh, something happened here as David Castelli ended up going off the track into the grass and came back on. We'll go ahead and jump on over to the live scene here as Alex Carver still trying to track down the 079 on lap number 29, almost to lap number 30. And it looked like David Castelli ended up just crashing. He had to jump to the pit, so looks like David Castelli's night could be done as of right now. So far, so good. As SDK is having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Going to have to reload it. All right, as I reload the live timing here, so now we got everything back up and running normal. Carl Handwerk is your race leader as of right now. Aaron Smith in second, Chris Hamilton in third, Kevin Foster in fourth, Alex Carver in fifth, Thaddeus Marshall in sixth, D. Sherman in seventh, Paul Butler in ninth, Paul Butler in eighth, Caleb Collins in ninth, Dane Simpson is currently out of contention. So now there's only 9 guys left. Caleb Collins, if he wants to keep running in this, he's got to get around the 77 of Paul Butler. We're going to go ahead and jump over here as Paul Butler's got a little bit of a gap between them. So Paul Butler could be safe as of right now as we're coming up to lap number 33. But the biggest battle on track that I'm seeing so far is our race leaders of Carl Henneberg and Aaron Smith. These two have been nose to tail for the last couple laps. Just going to see what Aaron Smith does behind the number 18 of Carl Handwerk as they come to lap number 35. And I believe if Caleb Collins cannot get up to the number 77, Caleb's night might be over. But so far it is Carl Handwerk, Aaron Smith in 1 and 2. The 64 of Chris Hamilton in third, Kevin Foster in fourth, Alex Carver in fifth, Thad Marshall in sixth, Derek Sherman in seventh, Paul Butler in eighth, and Caleb Collins is rounding out your 9-car field as of right now. So there's a lot of stuff to play for here as we are coming down. We're actually winding this down to about 8 people here as they're getting ready to take lap number. They just took lap number 36. As we look here, it's still Carl Handwerk out front with Aaron Smith behind him. And it looks like Alex Carver is still trying to make a move on the number 8 of Kevin Foster. Not able to make it move right now, but looking about maybe 2 more laps, give or take, and he could be looking on the inside of Kevin Foster if he ends up making that move. As we had the number 72 was able to get dropped out. So tough night for him as we move on to 8 more guys. So 8 more guys in this race. Paul Butler is your 8th guy out there on track, and this could be this could this race will set up the next race that we do. I believe I can't remember what race it is, but it I know it's going to set up the field as Brandon Metler was not able to join in this race, and you hate to see it. Brandon Metler, another Indiana guy. Me and him took season 4 of Premier Series by storm. One of the 2 hottest rookies out there, and we've been in here ever since. And Brandon Metler definitely has proven time and time again that he belongs in this series. But so far, still no. Okay, so still having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Not sure what is going on. Go ahead and reload these live timings for you guys so you guys can see the visuals that I get to see, excuse me, with the track map, the race laps, and the current standings as the 77 of Paul Butler was just eliminated. So looking at 7 guys out on track, Derek Sherman is back there a couple seconds behind. So now you're looking at Derek Sherman. He's going to be the next one on the chopping block. But once it gets down to like the top 4, that's when it's definitely going to be a little bit spicy, as one would call it here. As we're still waiting, to see who will make the top 3. So far, the top 3 has been the same. Carl Handwerk, Aaron Smith, and Chris Hamilton, your top 3. Kevin Foster moved his way up to P number 4. Alex Carver in 5th, and Thaddeus Marshall in 6th. And then rounding out these last 7 cars out here on track is the number 52 of Derek P. Sherman. But so far, it looks like Thaddeus Marshall has caught Alex Carver. He's going to try to make a run for the lead here on the number 79 of Alex Carver. Not able to make it stick as of right now. Chris Hamilton is just being content. He isn't getting caught by the guys behind him, but isn't catching the guys in front of him, as these two leaders are in a draft pack of their own. Kind of showing them like, hey, I can save a little bit of tire if I need to, as they're still running single file. Nobody's really making a big enough move. But I can see it now. Once it gets down to the last 2, you're going to see that number 70, Yellow Banana, try to make a move around that number 18 of Carl Handwerk. As I had to take a little bit of a drink to soothe my throat, as it looks like the 87 of Thaddeus Marshall got around the number 079 of Alex Carver. So Alex Carver is the man on the chopping block here, as this could essentially be his last shot at getting around Thaddeus Marshall in P number 5, but he's got a lot of ground to make up on that number 8 of Kevin Foster. So Kevin Foster, he's going to be running for his life, going to try to get up to the number 64 of Christopher Hamilton, as they are still single file. Nobody's really trying to push the issue with anybody here. But so far, everybody's single file. Nobody's wanting to run too wide, as Texas could eat up your tires. And you've seen it earlier with the number 25, as he chewed up his tires running super hard. It was not able to make it past the couple more spots. But so far, the 079 was just eliminated. So now Thaddeus Marshall is on the chopping block here. What does Thaddeus do? Did Thaddeus save his tires enough to get up to the number 8 of Kevin Foster? Or did Kevin Foster use up his stuff? Or did they both use them up and not able to get around, as the 18 and the 7, they're all making a pit stop here, except for the number 8 of Kevin Foster. Kevin Foster playing strategy to his advantage, but you never want to stay out that long. If you stay out that long, and that could hinder your chances at becoming a race winner here tonight, as they're still in pit road. Kevin Foster may be pitting this time by. Not exactly sure what Kevin Foster plans to do with pitting, as everybody in front of him did pit, so they're going to have a little bit more of a draft than he does, as the number 8 of Kevin Foster goes into pit road. I am sorry that you guys cannot see the live timing here. Not sure exactly what is going on, but so far they are lap 50 out of 120, and it looks like Kevin Foster did make his pit. But look at that, Carl Hader got a big lead on your third place driver as of right now, the number 70 of Aaron Smith. And you're looking about 2.5 seconds between the two drivers, and they're going to catch Kevin Foster going into turn number one as Kevin Foster just came out of pit road. These are your final five drivers, so hopefully, maybe Kevin Foster can get his truck back up to speed before the 64 and the 87 catch the number 8. 20 people have started and only 5 people are left as Thaddeus Marshall is trying to catch the number 64 of Chris Hamilton. Might not be able to do it as they are all stretched out, single file, nobody really wanting to be right next to each other as we have Kevin Foster back here in third, excuse me. We have Chris Hamilton in fourth, and then we have Thaddeus Marshall in fifth. As Thaddeus Marshall just lost it coming off the corner there, as he is going. That's going to do it for his race here tonight. Not going to be able to compete now with a blown motor. As we're going to go ahead and jump back up to the front here. Carl Handwerk drifting it around. It looked like just a little bit. Going to come up off turn number 2. Nice and easy. Going to get the good run off, but Aaron Smith has closed that gap down to 0.9 of a second. Kevin Foster is now under fire from the number 64 of Chris Hamilton. Chris Hamilton, he's another strong competitor as me and him battle it out in the Thursday night series when we run the 87s. And look at that power move to the outside. Chris Hamilton gonna make the move on the outside in 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. Yeah, 1 and 2, excuse me. The high side normally does not prevail here, especially at Texas Motor Speedway, but it did there as it looks like now Kevin Foster is now on the chopping block. What can Foster do to keep his way into this matchup as we're now looking at about 12 more laps before this thing ends under checkered. So far, it is a 0.3 of a second gap between the top two. Aaron Smith is right behind Carl Handwerk. Got his draft. He's making that yellow banana work for it. You don't see any bruising on that banana just yet, but he may. I think Carl Handwerk might make his truck a little bit wide to save him from getting into second place. I know Carl Handwerk really wants to win this race and kind of show everybody like, yeah, I can do a little bit of everything as we get ready to, as Kevin Foster has been eliminated here. And now there were 3. So your top 3 are the 18 of Carl Handwerk in first. Aaron Smith doing it on the outside just like Kevin Foster did with Chris Hamilton. Not going to be able to make a stick. Carl's going to have the good run. They're going to be door to door going down the backstretch here. Aaron Smith has a little bit of an advantage, but Carl's going to push him up a little bit high. Carl's going to wrap that bottom. He's going to have the advantage now. He's going to get clear of the number 70, move the 18 back up to P number 1. He's going to shut the door on that number 70 machine as they are nose to nose. Aaron Smith giving him a little bit of a shot going down the short chute. And now we got a real battle on our hands as these two will battle it out for the race win. Christopher Hamilton in third, so he will be your third place winner as these two are still battling it out. You don't want to see anything happen with these two as these guys are going back and forth. One on the outside, one on the inside. Aaron Smith will get credited for leading that lap, but only by a little bit as Carl Handwerk did not let him lead a lot. And he's still going to wrap it on the outside. Aaron Smith doing what he can do to pressure that number 18 into a mistake. But so far, this is the biggest battle on track as these two are going at it back and forth. Carl Handwerk using the inside to his advantage. Aaron Smith kind of pinching Carl down. He slides up. Almost gets to the wall with the number 70. Carl Handwerk's going to be credited for leading that lap. And this is where it starts. You got 4 laps. What does Aaron Smith do? What does Carl do? Does Carl run him high? Does Aaron Smith pinch him? Nobody will know, but the last lap is coming up. They're on lap number 59, so 4 laps to decide who's going to win tonight's bout. And these two are the class of the field, running side by side, multiple laps in a row. You see it there. Carl Handwerk's getting pinched down to the inside. Aaron Smith on the outside. Give that lap to Carl Handwerk again, edging him out by just about half of a truck. Aaron Smith still rolling that outside, though. Aaron Smith holding his own. He's going to drop back behind Carl Handwerk. Maybe Carl Handwerk shuts the door. He doesn't. They're side by side again, and here comes Aaron Smith in the number 70 machine. He's going to dive into the outside again. Carl Handwerk's going to push up just a little bit, show him like, hey, yeah, I'm not afraid of getting pinched. I'll just move you up the track just a little bit. They're still keeping it clean. Give that lap to Carl Handwerk. But look at this. Aaron Smith is coming just a little bit more, ever so slightly. They almost touch. Unbelievable driving by these two as they are still side by side. Carl Handwerk ducks behind the number 70. Now he's going to just follow and see what the number 18 can do with the number 70 here. Not sure exactly what's going to happen. Does Carl have enough tires left to battle the number 70, or is the number 70 going to start pulling away here? That and more with only 2 laps remaining. Carl Handwerk back underneath the number 70, going to push him up high, almost clear, and he is clear. So a good move by the number 18, trying to get back underneath the number 70, not able to do so. But here comes Carl Handwerk again. He's going to get a good run off of turn number 3 and 4. Possibly get back underneath him. But now he's seen what Aaron Smith can do on the outside. Does Carl Handwerk go to the outside? Or, oh, Carl Handwerk is eliminated, and your race winner for tonight is the number 70 of Aaron Smith. So move the 70, your race winner tonight, and Carl Handwerk will finish P number 2 and Chris Hamilton in 3rd. So as we get that going, I'll go ahead and bring in our 3rd place finisher in the number 64. As we get ready to look at Aaron Smith do a little bit of victory donuts here. He has won the Texas Showdown as my Discord ended up freezing, so I'm not able to bring people in here. Gonna have to let an admin do that here for me, but so far it was Aaron Smith who got the win here tonight. Aaron Smith burning him down for everybody out there running, as he's going to back it up, do another burnout here. And the yellow banana will not be denied tonight, as Aaron Smith was able to get the win at Texas Showdown here. They has set the lineup for the rest of the race going forward. Really good showing by these guys. 1 caution that whole time, as Aaron Smith has elected to take some tires. Aaron Smith's going to take some tires, and he's going to end up doing some more burnouts for us here. Still waiting for our top 3 to get into the broadcast waiting room, and while we do that, I will be right back. All right. A little bit of a technical difficulty there as my Discord ended up. It actually booted me out of Discord there, so gonna have to get back in here as we're gonna go ahead and I'll go ahead and run down these. Uh, go ahead and run down these final positions here as it looks like Aaron Smith is the winner. Carl Henwick in P number 2. Chris Hamilton in third. Chris or Kevin Foster in fourth. Thaddeus Marshall in fifth. Alex Carver in sixth. Derek Sherman in seventh. Jimmy Colvert in eighth. Abhi Vishwasam in ninth. Caleb Collins in 10th. Brandon Metler in 11th. Tim Thompson in 13th. David Caselli in 14th. Nick Nickerson in 15th. The 16th is Dane Simpson. 17th, Paul Butler. 18th, John Nobinger. 19th is Todd Cottle. And running out your 20 car field is the number 11 of John Crane. As I am waiting to get the Discord to pop up here. Not sure what's going on. As, Alright, let's see if we can get this working here. We'll get you interviews in just a minute. As, Alright, guys. Well, that's going to do it for the broadcast tonight. I was not able to get my Discord back open up here for the interviews, but Texas, what can I say? It is a tire eating track. Aaron Smith was able to get the win here tonight. Carl Hanberg in second, Chris Hamilton in third, Kevin Foster in fourth, Thaddeus Marshall in fifth, Alex Carver in sixth, Derek Sherman in seventh, the Jimmy Covert in eighth, Abhi Vishwasam in 10th, Caleb Collins in 11th, Brandon Metler in 12th, Tim Thompson in 13th, David Caselli in 14th, Nick Nickerson in 15th, Dane Simpson in 16th, Paul Butler in 17th, John Nobinger in 18th, Todd Cottle in 19th, Jonathan Crane in 20th. That's going to do it for me here tonight. Make sure you guys take care. Well, actually, I forgot. Tomorrow night, the Monday night IndyCar series is officially over. Congratulations to Haj Patiar with the great win there for the season championship. But Tuesday night, you will see me, myself, and Kevin Young back in the booth as the Trucks Invade Auto Club. Wednesday night, you'll see Jimmy and Carl in the booth as the ECRC 87 League goes plate track racing as they take their cars to Talladega. And then Thursday night, we are back in the 87s for the Core Vintage Series as I am back out on track. And the broadcasters will be Jimmy and Carl as we tackle, I believe it is Talladega as well. And then we have a little bit of a short break, and then we'll be back here Sunday night with the Core Premiere Series. Make sure you guys take care and brush your hair.